is up, beautiful? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Xoxia DaDoll. If you didn't fucking know, so today, this morning, you guys, we're gonna be doing a nice eyeshadow look. Okay, I'm gonna be using my same palette. This is my Fortune Teller palette. Okay, that's what it looks like. I'll show you guys the colors. So I'm thinking of maybe doing like a smoky eye, maybe with this black, which I think, yeah, it's black, but it has shimmer in there, which is really nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with that. If you're a good person, I hope you slept well last night and all that good stuff. If not, so yeah, you guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my brows. Let me sharpen my pencil a little bit. You can use any matte black pencil. I like to make sure I get the matte one. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my spoolie brush and just kind of spoolie out the front. Okay, and then I'm gonna get my Xoxia Cosmetics concealer. This is in color Honey. Okay, so that's the brows. Let me get my brush here and just blend out the concealer a little bit. Let me use this brush. just kind of like buff it out. Okay. So then guys, now I'm gonna add some, how you call it, to my eyelid. You know what, let me just use concealer. Let me see. My cosmetics, my, how you call it? My foundation is almost done. Let me just get some foundation on top of my eyelids so we can have a nice base to lay down our eyeshadow. Okay. And guys, I do like to do my eyeshadow before my face makeup, just in case we have any fallout from the shadow colors. Then you can clean it up and then apply, you know, the foundation. Okay, so that looks nice and seamless. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with my hands. You guys know I like to use my fingers to apply my eyeshadow. This is actually the first time I'm using the black one. Hello. Morning, guys. So this is the color I'm using. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a nice amount, and this black actually has some shimmers in there. You guys can see, right? So we're gonna do a nice smoky eye this morning. So pretty. It's not just a flat black, but it does have like some flicks of a kind of a purple sparkle. So it kind of reminds me of like the night sky, which is really nice. Let me start to do the other eye. And guys, it is easier for me to do eyeshadow with my fingers, but I also want to show you guys how easy it is, you know, to get the look that you want without having to like overthink it too much, really. Okay, so that's a nice base for the, how you call it already. I have my makeup wipes here. Let me show you guys the ones I'm using. These are from Rainbow Shops, actually. These are vitamin C infused from a brand called Clinicals, okay? So just to clean up the under eye area, especially since we're using black today, to not have too much of a fallout, because that can stain the skin and be a lot to clean up, you know? So I'm just kind of getting my brush in here to loosen up the powder. I'm using this brush to loosen up the powder. And then just take some and apply it. And you guys can see with any color that I use, I kind of get the brunt of the color like on my main part of my eyelid, like the first part. Imagine your eyelid having 3 compartments. It's like 1, 2, which would be the crease, and then 3, the brow bone, okay? So we're just getting it really on area number 1, and then we're gonna kind of bring it up and fade it out. Now, smoky eye, you can wear like, it really is a beautiful evening look. You know, especially if you're getting dressed up like with red lipstick and everything like that. For like a night out. But you can wear smoky eye in the daytime too, like it's personal preference. Especially for my goth girlies. So you guys see, I'm just taking my time. I'm not in a rush. And that's one thing I always want to point out to you guys. Morning, everyone. You don't have to, like, don't let nobody rush you to do your fucking makeup. Like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, makeup is something that I really enjoy doing. So I always like to, like, take my time and, you know, be at my leisure and do what the fuck I want to do without having someone in my ear rushing me to hurry the fuck up. That's one of the main reasons I'm really like a loner, you guys, is because people just don't respect your time. They don't respect your boundaries, you know? Like if you tell me to be ready at like for 8 and stuff and I'm still getting ready at 7:30, don't expect me to come downstairs and, you know, or knock on my door and be fucking early and I'm gonna be ready. Like, leave me alone. Now you guys can see I'm gradually bringing it up every time I apply a little bit more. I'm just gradually bringing it up the eye. Okay, so it is nice and faded out, but more potent on the eyelid. Okay. I love the little sparkles that it has in there too, the like purple sparkles in the black. And I am getting some fallout, guys, on the bottom lid, but don't worry about that for right now. Okay, just keep going. Like right here. You can clean it up as you go along, especially since it's black. You don't want it to stain too much, but just keep going. Even if it, you know, gives you like a kind of gothy look, experiment with your stuff, guys. Feel free to have fun and stop like conforming to the norms, you know, in everyday life, but in makeup especially, because it's your face. Okay, that's a little heavy on that side. I think that should be fine. It looks like Santa Muerte, right? Guys, if you want to do like a Halloween look also too, I just got the idea. You could do some eyeshadow on the bottom, some black, you know. But right now I'm going to take this brush. And I'm just going to sweep across so we could start to fade this out. Because with any other color, I might keep kind of going. But with the black, you don't want it to look too heavy at the top. Okay. So we're just going to kind of sweep that back and forth. So to fade it out. And you guys see how I'm kind of dragging the color out right here? You can do like all sorts of stuff. If you want to bring the color out, if you want to do like super goth, you know what I mean? You can bring the color out onto the temples. But I'm just, excuse me, sweeping it out there. So it fades out up here, and then I know I'm going to clean it up. Excuse me. So I'm actually having my morning tea, you guys. You guys should always try to have tea in the morning as opposed to coffee. Hey guys, morning. So yeah, tea is much better for you. It's much more like holistic and better for the health. I do drink coffee sometimes, but like guys, I've really been getting off of like the coffee, and like sometimes I'll have like sugary stuff in the morning. But lately I've been really just getting off it, you know? And I feel great. So I just kind of drag that out to fade out the color. And then I know once I'm done with that, I'll clean it up. Like so. So yeah, I like to just get it on an angle like that. A lot of times I will just use the foundation, but since, you know, the color that we're using, I want to make sure like I really clean it up. And remember guys, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, okay? So you want to just clean it up on a nice angle like that. So now you have your proper smoky eye. And then just clean up the under eye and everything like that. And if you want to wear super heavy black eyeshadow, like nobody has the right to fucking tell you anything because it's your face. It's the mood that you're feeling in. And that's what makeup is, okay? It's a self-expression. So, you know, everybody's like conforming to the norms of like, that doesn't match. It doesn't look good on you. No, you wear what you want. So I'm just wiping this off in my makeup wipe. That's kind of how I keep the colors off the brush, you know? And guys, I normally just go and buy new makeup brushes all the time. But I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to have like a makeup brush collection, you know? So I'm going to make it more potent right on the lid again, since I feel like I brushed away most of it. Okay. I think So on a nice angle, right guys? I think that looks good. Okay, let me make sure I kind of like clean up here as well. It's about how heavy you want it though. Because like everything is like a whole different look, especially with this color. I mean with all the colors, but it's just a whole different look if you leave it. If you leave it real heavy, you know. Let me get a new wipe. So the next thing I'm gonna do is apply my foundation. Let me let that dry a little bit though. So you do have to be careful with the black, you know, especially like the fallout. It gets, hey guys. It gets everywhere with the black, you know. With other colors, it is not as noticeable maybe, but with the black, you want to really be careful because then when you apply your foundation and stuff, it can look really smudgy. So the next thing we're gonna do is apply our foundation. I'm gonna take my, how you call it? I think my, let me see. Let me see if we could use it one last time for today. I think it's done, you guys. Let me see. Yeah, it's done. That one is done. But I've had this foundation for 3 months and it's been my favorite one. So now I'm gonna use, let me see this one. Number 345 by Kiss. That's similar color, right? So that's the color. So this is Kiss brand, okay, if you guys know that brand. I like this brand as well. I'm not gonna lie, I love this brand, but after I started to use this Xoxia Cosmetics, I fell in love with that one like even more. But this is a really good brand as well. So this is the one we're gonna be using today, okay? Now the thing with this foundation as opposed to the other one, this one gives me like a dewy finish, a little bit. Not like utmost dewy, but you know, it's a little bit more dewy than the other brand. So that's why I prefer the other brand, because I prefer a matte face as opposed to dewy. Do you guys like matte or dewy face? So you want to make sure you get, especially since we have black eyeshadow, okay? Get right up underneath your eye and bring that angle. You see how you clean that up? You see that angle is really nice, okay? Nice sharp angle here, you see? So, you know, like I said, you guys, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Let me put my hair like in a ponytail just for now. And I did get my hair wet yesterday, guys. So you can see, like, as opposed to being straight how it was, I do have like a pretty wave to it. I actually went to the beach, which was nice yesterday. So if you watch my TikTok, I'm gonna post the vlog today. Hopefully. So yeah, let's complete the foundation. This is a really pretty color actually, foundation. Kind of forgot how much I did love the Kiss one. And just a little bit on my forehead because I don't really like to wear too much makeup on my forehead. Just because normally I have like really dramatic like baby hairs, and so yeah. Make sure you get like this area right here, like your little temple, okay? And clean up the under eye nicely. Now you can, if you want to, like wear liner at the bottom, or you could put shadow at the bottom line as well, but for my bone structure, I just really feel like I have to kind of be careful about too much heaviness around my eyes because, you know, I have, I think, small eyes to begin with, so I don't want to close them in too much by wearing too heavy of a look. But if you have nice big bright eyes, like I know some of my melanated sisters have really big eyes, you can get away with that. So you see now it's nice and sharp, nice and clean. And just kind of be careful in this area, kind of in your nose area. Okay. Perfect. All right. So that looks really good. That's a really nice smoky eye. And then of course we're gonna add a nice highlight to it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is add my concealer. Since we do have that nice dark eyeshadow, I'm gonna use a bright concealer. I'm gonna use color number 312 by Kiss. Okay, so that's the brightest one that I own, actually. Oh my god, no, it's too light for her face. Yes, guys, you want the concealer to be like 2 to 3 shades lighter than your original skin tone, because that's how you get a nice highlight, okay? You know what I need? Some of those little triangle sponges. Where's my... Can we make a triangle out of this? So I had a circular sponge here. Perfect, actually. So I had a circular sponge here, you guys, and I'm just gonna kind of... The next time I go to, how you call it? I gotta get me some triangular. Actually, not gonna lie to you guys. What I really need to do is make my ass a Temu order. Because in my island, everything is ridiculously fucking expensive. I'm telling you, ridiculously. Like, it's 3 times as much as you guys pay in the States for things. We pay like 3 times more here for everything. Except if we get like local produce, you know? So you see how I'm being really careful here? Okay, because depending on how close you come, right, it'll change the shape of the smoky eye, you see? So I kind of touched a little black right there, so let me just boop, and then correct it. And that's what concealer is for, you guys, is correcting, really low key, you know? And brightening, okay? So now that we have our, how you call it, laid down, we're gonna get our, let me put a little bit more. Just to make that smoky eye really pop, you know? Because sometimes depending on the tool that you use as well. Hey guys, this one, yeah, it will kind of pick up too much of the product, so I do like this brush right here. Okay, you see that? Okay, so I know some of you may be clicked off like that bitch don't know what she's doing at the beginning, you know. And remember guys too that practice makes perfect, you know, with anything. Like think about it, what's your favorite hobby? And if you don't have hobbies, bitch, you need to go find some fucking hobbies. Get to know yourself. That's like one of your life goals, is to get to know yourself. Okay, that looks pretty, really nice and sharp. Okay, okay, so now, so we're gonna get our powder here, our loose powder. I use this brand, you guys. It's from Black Radiance. It's in their color banana. That's their banana powder. So if you guys never used loose powder before, you just want to turn it upside down, shake it, and then turn it back like that, right side up, and give it a second before you open it, because that shit will go up your nose if you don't know, you know. So you just open it, and then you can kind of sift it down, okay, but that's what it should look like. And then as you put your like brush or whatever in there, it's going to kind of fall through and just be like the perfect amount for you to take it up and apply it. Mira que bonita, right? The color of the powder and the consistency of the powder, I like it a lot. The Black Radiance is a really good brand as well if you've never tried it. Especially for my melanated sisters. I don't know that they make like, you know, lighter shades. I didn't really... Every time I go there, they're always almost sold out. So I've never really seen the whole color range that they offer, to be honest with you. It's a popular brand here. Because it's like real economical, and it's a good brand, you know. I get it at Walgreens. So you guys can see I have my little makeshift triangular sponge. I need to get some sponges. And I told you guys I don't really try to leave my house, like, so I have to like remember that when I go out again. Yeah, girl, I be trying to like stay at home for real, for real. So that's looking really good. Let's get our smile lines a little bit. Okay. And then we'll do lips, okay? Now you guys tell me, would you like a neutral lip or would you like a red lip? I think I'm gonna do neutral just to show you guys that you can wear this on an everyday basis. I like it. I haven't worn smoky eye for like a long time. A lot of times when I would go to work, I don't really wear eyeshadow because for a few reasons, guys. Number one, I don't be having the time in the morning. Oh, I also need to get a dusting powder, like a pressed powder. So I'm just gonna kind of take my foundation brush and kind of like spread that powder out a little bit. I'm trying to get in this area without taking off too much. Perfect. Let me see. Excuse me. My beauty is awesome. I appreciate you. Okay, so that's that. So you guys see, by just, you know, a series of some simple steps and just really like believing in yourself and taking your time, you can achieve anything, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, smoky eye is actually one of the hardest to do, but you know, once you stick with it, oops, once you stick with anything that you wanna do and you put your mind to it, like, I'm gonna fucking do this for real. You can do it, okay? I'm looking for my lashes though, my big lashes. I have a lash thief. Okay, so yeah, you guys, that looks really, really pretty. Let's go ahead and do our lips right now. So right now I'm gonna get my brown lip liner, okay? Okay. And then I'm gonna put, let's put this color here. I'm gonna go with this color. This is from Amuse Cosmetics, but I know like a few different brands, they do this exact kind of color. So this is a, should I use this one? Let me see, or just glass. Let's put this. Because the only reason I hesitated was because we used this one the other day with the other look. So I just wanted to give you guys some versatility, but let's use this one. It's giving nude, you know? And then I want a little bit of color. So I'm gonna use my pink lip gloss. This is color number 16 from, how you call it? Ruby Kisses. So let's see what's that gonna give. And remember guys, we're on live, so I'm low-key experimenting with you guys and you get to see how the look, you know, comes out, okay? So that's pretty. So it just is a hint of pink on top of that nice neutral lip, right? Just a hint, you know? And then as far as like blush and, how you call it? And highlight. Let me see this. I'm gonna make sure I clean this brush off from all the black eyeshadow. Because I want to put a little bit of highlight. I'm not sure if I can use this brush though. I think I'm gonna need to wash it. Let me see. I don't want to take a chance and then my cheeks end up like with black shadow on it. So I think I just want like a little bit of a highlight. So I'm just gonna use the gold. You guys know the gold in there? The one that we used the other day. Let me show you guys. Just so you know, if you have this palette, okay, you can use like the same exact, is it this one? Yeah, this one. So like just give me a nice highlight. I like to make this little heart shape at the tip of my nose, right? And then just run it up the nose bridge. Keep it real simple, right? And then I also wanted to get, can I use my hands? No, that's too small of a space. So I'm gonna get my little small flat brush. I would prefer a flat, fluffy brush, but I don't have one. So I'm just gonna get that same gold and use it as a highlight. You guys see that? So remember, my brows are on like an angle, okay? So remember to kind of stick to your own shape, okay? If you have like a rounded brow, naturally, stick to that shape. That looks fucking bomb. Oh, too much. And you can always, you know, correct any errors that you make, okay? And you can do it, especially the brow highlight, you can do it as soft or as like heavy as you like. And I think I'm gonna take just a little bit. I'm gonna use this brush just for the sake of, you know, the other ones are contaminated a little bit with the black shadow. I'm gonna wash them after we hang up. But I'm just gonna take this brush and get some of the gold and just kind of dust a little bit of gold. You know what? It's not even picking up how I want it, so boom. Don't be afraid to use your fingers, guys. It's your face, you know your hands are clean. Like if you go get your makeup done, a lot of times those girls will use their hands on your skin because it actually helps the product melt much nicer. So you can use your own hand. Like, don't you trust your own hand? This morning I took my shower and I washed my hands, okay? And I know my own hands are clean, so don't be afraid to use your hands while you're doing your own makeup. You can't be afraid of yourself like that. Like, you know? Free up yourself, you know? That looks fucking pretty. I love it. And let me just get a little bit right here. I do like a little crescent shape right here. And I always like to get like some eyeshadow right here. Not eyeshadow, but highlight. Okay, so I love it. And then the lips is still neutral, but we do have just like a hint of pink, okay? I kind of even like the little clips with it. I was gonna take them out, but I kind of like the vibes. It's giving like baby goth, you know what I mean? Super fucking cute, super like dolled up, but still low key. Should we do some lashes? Do you guys want lashes? Should I put lashes on? Let me see. I'm trying to see what lashes I have. I have some lash right here. I have these ones that look kind of anime. Let's put these on. They're kind of like dainty, but let's put them on just so we have a nice little lash look. I was gonna do individuals, but I don't really feel like doing that because I know I'm gonna take them off right after. And I just want to give you guys like a look with the lashes. So let me get my glue. This is the glue I use, okay, for my lashes most of the times. Let me close up my palette. I really love this palette a lot, you guys. Tomorrow we're gonna do a different color, so yeah, lashes, okay. So tomorrow I'm gonna do a different color eyeshadow look like every day. So you guys can comment, maybe especially if you watch the replay, what color you guys would like to see tomorrow, okay? Because I've really been getting into like loving my eyeshadow again. I love fucking eyeshadows. Only a bad bitch could wear eyeshadow for real. You know, the everyday like neutral look is cute and everything. I don't even like the clean girl aesthetic. It's not for me at all. That's for a girl that I feel like, you know, that no makeup like it's cute for every day, but like every day you want no makeup? Where the fuck? Let's get back into wearing makeup. I think a lot of women, we were enjoying makeup like when MAC and stuff first started coming out and everybody was doing all the eyeshadow and shit like that and the highlight. And then, you know, like COVID came around and then people kind of stopped. And then like men are now like, I don't like too much makeup. And most women are actually male centered, sadly. Not myself. But yeah, you guys, let's get back into wearing some eyeshadow looks. So tell me, you guys, what hot pink? We could do hot pink tomorrow. I did do a pink look on my page maybe a couple weeks ago, I think. But I don't think it was hot pink. It was just like regular pink. So we could do hot pink tomorrow. You guys comment below, okay? I'll leave like a poll or something after I post this video. So I'm just getting, let me show you guys how I do it. I don't know if you guys saw. I don't like to get like a super like crazy amounts of glue. Sometimes I see some girls and I'm like, girl, you know that glue went inside your fucking eyeball when you put that much glue. Like they have so much fucking glue. I'm like, girl. I think they try to like be sticking it on for like the week and shit like that. But I'm like, that's so not healthy, you know, for your eyes. I don't know about you guys, but I value my eyesight a lot. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it like dry down for a second. I really like this look. It's super cute. Super, super cute. And I like the hair wavy like this too. I actually liked it when it was straight, but now I do like it that it's wavy too. And you guys remember I told you like I did like a layered look. I did construct this unit myself, so I think it's so fucking pretty. I could have made it a little bit fuller, but I kind of like this natural density too. What you guys? Kind of like that natural density. So pretty. Like I'm looking at the makeup and you know, everything is like hitting, you know? Like you're not missing any point of contact, you know what I mean? The highlight is hitting, the nose highlight, the lips are really pretty, like the eyeshadow is, yeah, and then you have the brow highlight, super cute. So if you guys try this look, if you watch the replay and then you try this look, email me your photo or something like that. I would love to see if you guys retry it. Thank you. You love the vibes and the makeup on hair. Thank you. I appreciate the positivity. So let me put my lashes on. You guys know my mirror is right here. And I don't think you can see when I lean forward, but this lash is very dainty, so it's just a little something, you know? Ooh. I don't want to behave. Girl. So not in the mood for that. Maybe I let it dry too much because my fan is on, so I don't know. Yeah, the fan is on. Let me see. Sometimes depending on the lash, I think these more like synthetic-y ones. The glue dries really fast. I don't know why. So let's see, guys. I'm gonna try one more time. If not, I do love the look like this, but let me try one more time. Okay, so one lash on, right? And then let's do this one. These are what you call manga style lashes. So they're super like dainty. Let me show you guys. You see? That's the style of lash. So they're super like spiky, but anytime I always look for manga lashes, I can't find them fucking longer. So yeah, that's the lash. It's kind of daintier than I really like, but you know, I had ordered them and so I still like to use, I hate to waste stuff, so I still like to use it. But let me turn to the side so you see the lash. It's pretty because it's not overpowering the look as well. Like you can still see the eyeshadow because sometimes when we do the eyeshadow, you like the lashes? Oh, thank you. So yeah, that's a manga style lash, you guys. So yeah, that's the vibes for today. I'm gonna go and take a TikTok so you guys can see like, you know, the vibes. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? So tomorrow I have one vote for hot pink eyeshadow. Let me show you guys the palette actually. The other day we did like a purpley kind of color, which was this one. And then I think one time we did do this one. So that's the only pinks that I have, right? So, but I have some nice orange, which we did orange the other day. We can do purple. I did green, but I did wear green in my video where I was talking about, you know, Pretty Punishment. If you guys haven't watched that video, please go and watch that video. Like, it really meant a lot to me to actually film that video. And I was actually getting really emotional in that video, but I was holding it back a lot. So if you guys haven't watched that video, go watch it. I do have green eyeshadow in that video, but I didn't do a tutorial. So tomorrow, if you like, we can do green. I also did blue one time on my channel, so you can peek for that as well. I think we used like these blues, but we can do like another kind of blue, right? And then we have the greens, we have some purples. We can do another orange, or we can do like a just a straight metallic or a brown smoky eye tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, the possibilities are kind of fucking endless actually. I can do a rainbow look. We can do like pink, yellow, green. I can do a rasta look. We can do ice gold and green, right? So yeah, you guys, I'll do a poll or some like a post, and you guys will comment under there. You're extremely beautiful. Beauty comes from within. It comes from God, you know, guys. If you guys think that I'm beautiful, I appreciate that. But the beauty actually comes from within, and that comes from God, you know. I've looked at physically attractive people, and then when I talk to them, it's like their beauty just fades in front of me and I cannot see it again just because their heart is ugly. So I appreciate you for saying that. But, you know, the beauty does come from within, and that comes from God. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you so much for the positivity. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for watching. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow around the same time, okay? Have a blessed day. Bye.